So yeah, sorry for the slight delay. We were just waiting for some more participants to join in, but I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. My name is Shridhar Luthria. I handle all business, marketing, product activities for Reseller Club. Uh, Today's presentation, as the name itself that you can see in front of you suggests, is about generating more revenue with premium domain names, right? And this is one of our latest sort of integrations and partnerships. We've joined hands with AfterNic to be able to offer your customers through you guys a huge set of premium domain names. So that if you have customers who are willing to pay a premium for their domain names, you have a huge variety to be able to offer them and probably make much more revenue, not just revenue in fact, but a huge amount of profit as compared to what you would just selling your regular domains and through the regular processes. So to present to you today, we've invited Bob Mountain, who's the Senior Vice President for Business Development and Account Services for AfterNic.com. He's going to be basically talking to you guys, throughout this presentation about premium domain names. And towards the end of this presentation, I will jump in and and probably tell you all how you all could start selling premium domain names on your super site. I'm going to actually hand control and the mic to Bob now, so that he can start the presentation.
Thanks so much, Sridhar. Is my microphone working okay? Okay, good. Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you to the Reseller Club and for inviting us to present today, and thanks to all of you for attending. We're very, very excited about the partnership. Reseller Club is a fantastic organization to work with, and we're delighted to be partnering with them and to be speaking with you today. Let's see. So as for an agenda, we're going to start out just talking about what a premium domain name is. For any of you who aren't familiar with them, we'll talk a little bit more and explain what they are, and then what they mean to your customers, why they're useful, why they should be interesting to your customers. Then talk a little bit about AfterNic and the reseller network that's bringing these domains to you. Talk about why that's good for your business, and then how you can join, and a little bit of fun we're having with some incentives for those people who are interested in joining right away. And as Shridhar mentioned, we'll have plenty of time at the end for questions. Okay, so let's get started. What is a premium domain? Well, really we're talking about virtual real estate. A domain name is your storefront for your website, your online presence. In much the same way with physical real estate being all about location, 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 it's the same with a domain name. A great domain name means a lot to your business, and it really says a lot about your company. A great domain name gives you credibility. It's easier to get to, and it has it plays a big part in how you attract and retain customers. So premium domain names are just, in a sense, it's a great domain name. It's one of those things where you know it when you see it. Most of the really great, certainly .com domains that are available are already registered. So most premium domain names, they are existing registrations. It's hard to get a really good domain name that's not registered today in most of the gTLDs. They tend to be short, rich in keywords, and very memorable. Because they're short and keyword driven, people remember them, and they're, again, easier to get to, easier to type in, easier to bookmark. They are SEO friendly. There is a very strong and positive correlation between premium domains and page ranking and search engine rankings on all the major search engines. And we study this and we keep an eye on it, and we're always making sure, checking that the latest Google and Bing algorithms are continuing to support premium domains, and we found over the years they have. What you also may find is premium domains may have a built-in audience. If it's a short, keyword-driven or keyword-rich domain name, people may be typing that in every day. So when you acquire a premium domain name, or one of your customers acquires a premium domain name, you may find they automatically get a boost in audience just by the fact that the domain itself is getting traffic. Here are some examples of premium domains. You can see there's some great domains there. They're very relevant to the website itself. We find most premium domains that we sell get built out very quickly. Within 6 months, 90% of the domains we sell are in use. What's great about the premium domains is that when they're built out, the content on the website is almost invariably very relevant to the domain name itself, which helps you with Google. You can see Pool Clean is the content there is all about pools and cleaning services and what have you. Google likes that, right? Bing likes that. They like that the domain name and the keywords in the domain name are relevant and linked with the content itself, which just helps you improve your presence on the search engine rankings and get more traffic, more audience. So some great examples there. We sell 2,000 to 3,000 premium domains per month. So we have sold, north of 250,000 domains in our company's history. And again, most of them have been put to work and are being used today by businesses around the world. Why are SMBs in particular so interested in premium domains? Well, this is a fantastic growth opportunity. Only in the U.S. today, only about 40% of SMBs have an online presence. Worldwide, it's 33%. In China and other emerging markets, it is under 10%. Now, conversely, the SMBs that have built a website experience much stronger growth, much stronger revenue growth, hiring, all the important factors than SMBs that do not have a website. So what you find is SMBs, there's a clear value proposition between websites and SMBs, and it's a great opportunity for premium domains. What you're participating in when we talk about the aftermarket is the market for domains that have already been registered. So what you're showing here is you can see over the past 10 or 12 years, the value of the aftermarket, in other words, the market for domains that are already registered, has been going up pretty sharply. Other than the dip in 2009, it's been pretty steady growth throughout the years. So by joining the premium domain aftermarket, by enabling your customers to buy it, you're participating in a market that's approaching $1 billion US per year. The domains in the AfterNic portfolio, and these are the domains. The AfterNic portfolio is the portfolio that we've integrated with the ResellerClub. So these are the domains that are coming in and that are available for you. You can see that a very high percentage of our customers are small and medium-sized businesses. And the reason we do that is that's where the growth is, and that's where most of the registrars that we work with are looking to target that, because that's where, as we showed before, that's where all the growth is. A big percentage of our customer base are micro SMBs. They're 1 to 5 employees. Most of our customers, it's not their first domain. They're looking to they've built a website, they have a domain name, but they're looking to get a better one and upgrade. They've kind of proven their business concept, and now they're saying, hey, I want to get a better domain and I want to do more with my online site. So that's really right in the sweet spot of that SMB. So 77% of our customers have less than 500 employees. It's so if that's the audience you're targeting, it's great. Of course, we also service large enterprises. We service the domainer segment. We service individuals, clubs, affiliations. So really, no matter who you're targeting, it's we have domains for them. But certainly, if you're targeting the small business space, this is a very proven solution. And I think you'll find the domains that are made available to you are really a great fit for that audience. What we strive for is to provide you with the highest quality portfolio that's available on the market. We have millions of high-quality SMB-focused domains that are part of the premium domains that are available for you. We have the highest effective sales prices in the industry, and you make commissions on these domains that are much higher than you would make on a handregistered.com. We also have the industry standard fast transfer technology. We have over 110 of the world's largest registrars are participating with our fast transfer system, which means when a domain is purchased, it's transferred immediately over to the acquiring registrar. and really reduces any sort of transfer issues which you might have with a non-fast transfer system. We have literally thousands of resellers around, if you include things like instant resellers and affiliates. So this is really, when you join AfterNic through ResellerClub, you really are joining the industry standard for the domain aftermarket. You can see we have, again, over 100 top-tier registrars. Brian Unruh, who's the head of domains at Endurance International Group, we have a quote from him here. They're a recent partner. We show you here who some of our resellers are. So you can see we are truly global. We have partnerships around the world. Asia is our fastest growing area right now, but certainly our most established market is the US. That's where we established our first resellers, was North America. But we've seen Asia really catching up very quickly. Europe as well is getting on board. So at this point, the AfterNic network includes most of the world's top registrars, and the few that aren't currently members are in the process of joining. So you're joining a very select group of some of the top people in the business, some of the top companies in the domain world. I think we sold domains in over 120 countries last year. So it's truly a global marketplace. So what does this mean? So all that said, what does this really mean for you? Well, first of all, it means significant incremental revenue for you. You get commissions. As we said, our average sales price is about $1,730, $1,750 US per domain. We have domains that much lower than that, much higher than that, but that's the average sales price. And you get commissions on those. So your commission is going to be much higher on one of these sales than you would on selling just simply a .com domain or a .net or a country code domain. The second thing is it really improves your user experience. And we'll show you a couple of use cases in a subsequent slide. But if you don't offer premium domains and somebody's trying to get a .com domain, as we said, they'll typically type in keywords and their response will be that domain is taken, because again, most of the good ones are. So rather than just telling the user the domain they're looking for is not available, present them with some great alternatives. So it makes for a much better user experience because you're giving the user much broader choice of domains by offering premiums. And then lastly, the lifetime value of a premium domain customer is significantly higher than the lifetime value of a primary domain customer. And why is that? Well, obviously, you'll get the commission that you get from driving a premium domain sale, but the lifetime value of that customer is higher for a number of reasons. First of all, most customers who buy a premium domain, they don't just buy 1 year of registration. They're spending a fair bit on that, so they want to protect it. So they'll typically buy 3 or 5 years of registration. So the primary registration revenue you get from that customer is usually going to be higher. Secondly, as we mentioned before, 90% of our customers or our domains are put to work within 6 months. By buying a domain at this price point, they spend much higher on average on things like hosting packages, on things like SSL certificates. They typically spend 5 times more on average than a primary domain registration customer. So your lifetime value on these customers, for all these reasons, is significantly higher than your other customer. Most of our registrars tell us their most valuable customers, their top tier customers, are premium domain customers. So it's a very valuable customer segment for you. So it's you make money, it's a great customer experience, and it's a revenue annuity that you will get over time. So those are all important reasons why this is a real interesting, I think, thing for you to be looking at. And I don't say it here, but obviously, if you're not promoting premium domains, there are many registrars around the world who are. So if a customer is looking for a domain and can't get it on your site, it's quite possible they'll look around and find it somewhere else, and then you will have lost that customer. So the fourth reason is if you don't offer them, somebody else will be, and you stand the chance of losing what could be a very valuable customer. So now we're going to put a couple of use cases together. So use case number one, we used a ResellerClub example. We just picked one at random, and you can see if you went to look for alliancehosting.com, a couple of good keywords, and that domain is in our portfolio. So if you haven't added the premium domains from ResellerClub to your site, the user would see this message: sorry, not available. Right? That's not a great user experience. It's really you know, kind of negative. You're just showing an error message which says, no, sorry, you can't have it. Try something else, right? So that's not great. Here's what we think is a much better way to handle that user experience. By integrating with premium domains from ResellerClub, you would immediately see that that domain is available as a premium domain. So you message that to the customer, and you show them it's available at a premium price, and then you show some other premium domains that are also available at different price points. And the API gives you the ability to control what your price points you want to show, what TLDs you want to show. You have a lot of flexibility here in terms of how you manage the user experience. But the key is the domain is available, and there are other alternatives that are as well. We have a best practices deck we can show you, which will explain other ways to maximize the impact of premium domains. But here's a pretty good, simple but effective example on how premium domains could be added to this site to improve the domain experience. Now, when a customer comes here and sees it for the first time, 2,688. This is not an impulse purchase, but what we find is on average 2 to 3 weeks later, the customer will come back and buy that domain. So customers who do purchase, there's a gestation period, which is why it's really important to make it easy to buy, to show when they type in that domain name, show it that it's easy and make it easy to add to the cart and buy it. So those are a couple of use cases. We have many more that we can show you offline. So how can you do it? You're all ResellerClub resellers. This is very easy. ResellerClub has done a fantastic job of making it very easy for you to join. You can talk to your ResellerClub representative today, and today these domains are available through the package that you get from them. You can immediately add them to your ResellerClub feed, and again, this entire experience, the buying of that domain, is completely on your website. So you control the user experience. Everything goes through your website. Your brand is the one that customer sees. They never really know that AfterNic exists, and that's how we want it. We want you promoting your brand to your customers, and we're enabling you to do things that that you can't do today, but that are good for everyone, customers, your business, as well as the people the partners like us that work with you. The commissions that you receive on that will come through your existing ResellerClub feed. You don't need a contract with AfterNic. Everything comes to you through ResellerClub, right? You don't know we exist. We're powering ResellerClub, and they work with you. And again, we have the best practices program to help you maximize the user experience and the impact. A little bit about our best practices program. This is something we've been working on for quite some time. It's based on input from the largest and most advanced resellers around the world, and it's supported by extensive research that we've done studying how users interact with premium domains, how we can really maximize the user experience. We give you very specific examples on how to do this, and we're even willing to jump in specifically, do an audit, and give you our recommendations on what you can do to maximize your experience. We've been doing this for almost 15 years now, so we've got a great team and a great process, and we can really help you in optimizing your implementation. We have found that partners that adopt best practices sell on average 10 times more than partners that don't. Okay? So there's a real, I think there's a proven process here that really works. One of the questions we get was, yeah, that's all great. I understand the whole thing, .com and gTLDs and ccTLDs, but how do new TLDs come into play here? That's obviously the the big topic in the domain world is new TLDs. Well, my company offers a premium domain consultancy service where we're helping new TLD applicants with their premium domain strategy. Just about every applicant we've talked with wants to set aside the best domains that they have in their TLD and sell them at a premium. So by joining AfterNic, you will be taking advantage of the premium domains that are available from those new TLDs. So we work very closely with Radix, which is again part of the company that owns ResellerClub. So two of the ones that we've worked with very closely with them are PW, which is the professional web, and very shortly IN.net, which is slated for launch very soon. So premium domains for both of those new TLDs are available through AfterNic. So there are several thousand of the best possible category killer domains, geo names, first names, generics, short acronyms that are available through AfterNic. So these are really, really great. And if you're Indian market, IN.net is a totally new namespace to get some really fantastic domains. PW is doing exceptionally well. I think Radix has sold 250,000 primary domain registrations. We've been delighted with the progress we've made on premium domains for .pw so far. It's really been a hit, and I think everyone's happy with the progress we've made so far. But there's some great inventory available. Some of the other partners we have are things like .menu, .build, and others that are available. It will be available from AfterNic towards the end of the year and into next year as these domains get, the TLDs get approved by ICANN. So the point is, if you want to participate in the new TLD space, AfterNic gives you an entirely new class of really great inventory that's not available in the .com space. It's a much better value that you'll see from these new TLDs, just because we have a bunch of new inventory that's really just coming onto the market. All right. So the Reseller Club Hosting Summit is coming up. It will be in New Delhi. Carissa, what are the dates on that?
The 17th and 18th, I believe.
17th and 18th
17th and 19th.
of October. We're going to be there. We're very excited. We'll have a booth, and the Reseller Club has been kind enough to give us a speaking slot where we'll be able to talk in more depth about premium domains. So we're very much looking forward to attending, and if you haven't registered, this is going to be a fantastic event. We were there last year. We attended. We liked it so much. We're actually sponsoring this year just because there were hundreds and hundreds of great attendees. I think last year the attendance was 1,700. They're expecting a lot more than that this year. So this is a fantastic event. We're really looking forward to attending this year and meeting some great partners and speaking with you. So if you haven't registered, we urge you to look at it. It's a fantastic event. I think well worth attending. We're available to answer any questions you might have, in addition to obviously your Reseller Club representative. Carissa runs business development for me in the Americas and pitches in Asia. I'm worldwide, and Nadia Morozova, for any of you who are based in Europe, is our head of business development for Europe. So any one of us are more than happy to answer any questions you might have about premium domains, share our experience. Again, we live this. This is what we do 24/7, 365. So you can just reach out anytime. If you'd like to email about the meeting, it's mtg@rchs. Is that right?
No, if you want to reach out to have a meeting with us at the Reseller Club Hosting Summit, you can reach out to either cp@afternic.com, as in Carissa Pompey, or mtn is Bob's email. We'd love to meet you guys in person at the Reseller Club Hosting Summit.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Carissa. All right, now for the fun. So we'd like to offer a little bit of incentive. So the first 3 members of the Reseller Club that integrate premium domains, we're going to offer an iPad mini. So we'll no charge. We'll mail it to you. What we'd ask is if once you've integrated your premium domains using best practices, you send us an email. The first email we'll get, we'll go in and take a look at it. As long as the implementation adheres to best practices, then you win an iPad, and we'll put it in DHL or FedEx and have it to you within a few days. We'll do that for the first 3 partners that we receive emails from. And again, you have to integrate the premium domains and adhere to best practices to win. But the first 3 we'll send an iPad out, and we'll be very happy to give you any feedback or help you with the integration or whatever you need to plug these into your site. Okay. And a little bit about NameMedia, just to wrap up. Again, we've talked a lot about our AfterNic network. We are backed by 2 of the largest venture capital groups in the world, Highland Capital Partners and Summit Partners. We've been in business for 12. ByDomains has been in business for 12 years, and some of our brands include AfterNic, ByDomains, and SmartName. So we've been in business for quite a while. Premium domains are what we do, and we're very excited to be making this our product, our team, our process available to you, and looking forward to working with as many of you as we can bring onto the network. So at this point, I'll turn it back over to Shridhar and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thanks a lot, Bob. Always fun listening to you, and thanks for this amazing presentation. I'm sure it's been pretty insightful for all our resellers. I have a bunch of questions over here. There, in fact, quite a few interesting ones. I'm just going to highlight a few, Bob. And if you could sort of help in answering some of these, that would be great as well. One of the first questions was, that if any of our resellers have domain names that they want to put up as premium domain names, right? How can they do that with your help?
Okay, yeah, that's really easy. For now, the way to do that is to go to AfterNic.com, and you can open an account and enroll your domain into the AfterNic system, and then that will become available throughout our reseller network. In the future, and I don't have an exact date on this, but one of the new features that will be rolling out, sometime either before the end of the year or early next year, is AfterNic as a service, where our registrars will be able to enroll domains directly from your control panel. So that would be a feature that we'll be adding to the capability. But for now, it's quite simple. Just go to AfterNic and open an account and enroll the domain, and off you go.
All right, Bob, there are actually a lot of questions coming in. I don't know if we'll be able to answer all of them. I'm going to take a stab at a couple as well. There was a question on what freebies will be available with a premium domain name. I just wanted to mention that once the domain name has been purchased, it's you get all the different functions and features that are available with regular registrations. So you'll get all of those from ResellerClub. Ajay, I hope that answers your question. We also have another question, which is how can you start selling premium domain names? Again, I'll take a stab at that. All you need to do is get into your control panel, and within settings, you need to go to the product sign up page. And in the product sign up page, you have an option available to start selling premium domain names. You only have to do this if you haven't chosen automatically sign me up for all products. If you have selected automatically sign me up for all products, then it will be available on your super site automatically. All right. Okay, Bob, there are a lot of questions coming in, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to take these questions, we're going to discuss them with you, and we're going to start sort of shooting out emails, to relevant folks. So, thanks a lot for taking the time out and and doing this. I think it's been amazing. I think that there's a lot of interest that you've just generated with your presentation. You can always do that. You're amazing at doing this stuff. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Shridhar. No, I've watched you present, and I think you set the standard. So the bar is pretty high when I'm on the stage with you.
No, you took it a notch higher. But anyways, all right. Okay, so to all our resellers, thank you so much for attending, and being a part of this. Like I said, all your questions will be answered shortly. We're going to take all these questions, discuss them with the AfterNic team, and get back to you guys as soon as possible, probably by tomorrow afternoon or something like that. All right, and yeah, thank you for attending. We're gonna be doing a couple more webinars shortly on various different promos, etc., that we're soon going to launch, which should be fairly exciting for you guys. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much, and thanks a lot once again to the AfterNic team, Bob, Chris, all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Take care.